mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Whether I like it or not, Christmas is here, and I always say that is the best time of the year. It's a time of the year where, you take some time to reflect on the whole year. I mean, from January to December, and having taken account of, how life has been for you, you need to find some time also to, unwind, to relax, and to make merry. After all, I mean, you're still alive, huh? And like the saying goes, once you have life, you have wealth. Things will come your way. Things will take shape for you. So, in 17 days away from today, it will be the 25th of December 2023. And at the Ratri Park, we're bringing to you the Night with the Stars. Last year, for example, we had a blast, at the Ratri Park, where we assembled a group that I would say are some of the finest in the country. We had Samini there, we had Kwabena there, we had Jackie there, we had, Akwaba Jr. there, we had, Kofi Kinata was there as well. Plus Amachidide, Dabrantie, he was there as well. All right, so this time around on the 25th, I want you to start planning as to, first of all, get your tickets. Right, get your tickets. If you come to the front desk of Love 99.5, tickets are available. Get your tickets, and then also decide to get something you would wear and something you can dance in. Because this year's edition, we are bringing to you another fine group. Call it powerful group, as somebody just whispered into my ear. My guest is with me already. He just whispered and said powerful. Because we're going to have Kojo Entry, we're going to have Kofi Kinata, we're going to have King Promise, we're going to have Kidi, and then of course we're going to have Kojo Akwabwa. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you one of the finest, guys who understand music, eats music, talks music, Dr. Peter Arthur. And he's not here to judge anybody on the high school debate. He's here to give us information on music. And when people hear music and they want to enjoy music, they enjoy it from different grounds. Yeah. So Leo Stanley will be listening to the lyrics. Somebody else will be listening to the beat that's kicking him or her. People will listen to the voice. A lot of people listen to music in different ways. But Peter Arthur here is going to let you understand and appreciate what you need to look out for when you listen to music. Uncle Dr. Peter Arthur, good morning.
Good morning.
Afisha Panso.
Afisha komoti.
Afon komoti afisa se ne etin kwe me wa. Ma honzen wo ho.
Wa.
Ma iska wo yen botum. Ma ebet ma gie enwa mo.
No man na yi.
No o ma no nye ya.
O se bi no man na yi.
We have the men onye ya.
Oh no I come on. Mun kai we have the men bia. So no I come on.
If you go say.
Oh if you go am na do.
Edwe mu so.
Am ya do mo yi.
Na bro mam brofi.
Until my catch on the bra.
Mumbrema. I will say, oh, no, when you come, so come if you can imagine.
Oh, David. So, if you can come and take up.
Now, the Kanaman is bankrupt to Munto. Must Pongo forward by Chichinga one cotton. It was Suano. Wasn't to Munto Kraman is Manibia. But we're here not to talk about it, Kraman. We're here to talk about Kiddy and Akwaba Jr. But Doc, let help us reminisce. You were at the Ratri Park last year, for the 2022 edition of the Night with the Stars. How did it go for you?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yes, I was there with my wife, and
I remember you told me you had a visitor from abroad.
Yes, we all went there. And I think it paid because it was a heavy emotional release. Yeah. Was going through the year with all the hassles and the bustles. At a point, you have to relax. Okay, you have to go easy.
Let yourself go and unwind.
Yes, of course. And looking at also looking at the package, those who were coming just for one night, I think it was worth it.
Forgive me for what I'm about to do. When you compare the squad for last year to that of this year, I mean, last year, like I said, we had Abrantie and Machidide, we had Akwabwa, we had Kwabena, Samini, Jackie, and of course Kofi Kinata. This year, the squad we're going to have Kofi Kinata, Kojo Entry, what's it called? Kiddy, Kim Promise, and Akoba Junior. The squad last year, the squad this year.
Yeah, it depends. You see, last year was last year. This year, this year is this year. But of course, if we are talking of contemporary terms, then this year is powerfully loaded. Yeah, I think we brought together the country's finest. Yeah, I was telling you yesterday, maybe with the exception of Lumba.
Yeah. And remember what I said? I don't want to go into that this morning.
Yes. So if Lumba had been part of it, I would have collected all. Yes.
Let's see how next year would go.
Yes.
But like you rightly said, such events are very critical, very essential. I mean, when you go through a whole year, 12 months, 365, you realize that Charlie, the Lord has been faithful and true. You have life, you have good health.
Yeah.
What else than to give him praise and thanks and also celebrate? Because when you laugh and you enjoy, your soul rejoices as well. But this one, we want to profile two of the artists who will be, performing on the 25th. We want to profile Akoba Junior, and we also want to profile Kiddy. Kiddy has done very well for himself after that competition that he was in. He's done so well for himself. A young boy he is. But let's start with Akoba. And do we start playing a song of Akoba before we start talking, or you want to tell us something before we start playing the music?
Let's go to this. I think this year we'll frame everything. The framework will be within what we call soundscape. Soundscape. That is the totality of the sound in an environment with respect to how you perceive the sound and how you interpret and understand the sound and how you respond to the sound. Yes, it's very important. And then that will bring us to two major aspects in acoustics. That is shareability and then relatability.
Okay.
Where shareability has got to do with the acoustic designer, being the artist and then the engineer. They will have to construct whatever. And then we at the other end, who are the audience, we will have to interpret whatever.
Okay.
And it's in the interpretation where we select what we were talking about. So then there you could have something that is relating to you personally, something that is relating to the society, something that is relating to your tribe, something that is relating to your personal circumstances and so on and so forth.
Most definitely.
Yes, and then what happens is that once you get hit by what the performer is doing, then you get engaged. And as you get engaged, you get hypnotized by what they are doing. And then as you get hypnotized, you get ecstatic. And that is when you start dancing without knowing that
you're dancing. And for our listeners out there, be mindful of how he pronounced the word acoustic. He didn't say acoustic. He said acoustic. Most of us will say acoustics. It's acoustics. And then he talks about the hypnotism there, being hypnotized. And you know that there are times when Michael Jackson is performing, people they go crazy. They go crazy. They are dying for Michael Jackson. And
I've always wondered why that happens, like scientifically.
Hypnotism. What they
I can explain. I can explain. You see, music changes time. Because we have the universal time, that is the watch,
the clock. Yeah.
But the moment you start a beat, you change the time of the clock, and therefore the person's consciousness follows the beat. And the moment you follow the beat, and your consciousness is changed following the beat, it is the beat that is controlling you. From there on, your consciousness is not yours. The one who is playing controls you.
It can be very strong. Like, why?
Yeah, listen. And it's very spiritual.
Yeah.
And normally, when you go to the churches, it's when the music is hot that the spirits manifest. It's the same thing that has got to do with a kung fu, whatever. To the extent that sometimes when they want certain spirits, they will call for the drummers to drum. They sing before that spirit will come. Music is terribly spiritual. We have to be very careful with that.
So how do we do about things? We want to start with Akoba. So what about Akoba are we going to play right now? What kind of...
Yes. As I said, so...
And what should we be looking out for as we play it?
We want to relate to what he is saying. So he personally stands for 3 generations. He will play for his grandfather, and he will play for his father, and he will play for himself.
Okay.
So we start with the grandfather.
Come to the father.
And
then himself.
And then himself.
And unfortunately, we're not live on Facebook this morning, on Live in the Morning. Forgive us, pardon us. So let's make do with what we want to do on radio this morning. But bottom line is, enjoy what we're about to do, but you'll enjoy it much more on the 25th when you join us at the Rotary Park. Stanley.
So to all our frontline health workers, we want to say your determination to help others at risk to yourself is truly inspiring. And today, for my grandfather first, then to my father, and then to myself. So wherever you are at your comfort of your homes, have fun and enjoy. I was here doing home. Is a we are saying,
so you hear the ahumensia, and then
6 strings.
6 strings. It's a kind of, it colors the environment, and that environment is generational. We're talking about the before the independence and post-independence. You understand the African personality, where Ghana, we had our own way of playing the guitar, and that is what the grandpa is doing, and even the singing. So at this particular stage, you see that it's unadulterated, it's pure. All right. By the time he moves to the father side, where Bob Marley had that influence, then you get the reggae, and he will give us the ambience for that generation as well.
Many dance you on me now. I am Casadona, me do war. Na fear bano say na go ukwe na minya denia frima everybody na minu wana ana say mi kasa kumfo say obi do wa wana jayenia wuki kana na mitiyo I'm ready to every door when him say if you run if I'm wo I know you're enjoying at home, eh? Why? No way.
All right, so there's a saying that big things comes in small packages. If you look at his stature, and what he's doing, amazing things. And this is live, all right? So imagine that on the 25th of December, at the Rotary Park, he's on stage live communicating to you, because I like it when it's live, because then they get to do all the other things, alongside. But this is your field. What do you make of what we just heard?
You know what interests me?
Tell me.
The snare. Right? The snare. You may not think about that, but that snare, that divides everything. So as the tempo goes, then the cat will end the bar, and then that is what fascinates me. But let me dedicate this to a student of mine. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name, who loves this music so much that she is working on it. And how she related to this was that she gave birth and had problems. And at that time, looks like the whole world had sort of giving up on her till the mother traveled and came, and it was the mother who came and then sort of gave her that rechiche. So she would all the time call for the song, and that is how we relate. So when it comes to 25th, right?
Yeah, 25th. Yeah.
Yes, this is how a lot of people. It is personal, so you experience. All of us, at a particular point in time, we had somebody to console us.
Yeah,
that is it.
Yeah.
So then, in moments like that, you relate with that personally.
But
That's
my interest in Akwaboah is generational music, the way that it
we are getting there. I told you the ambience. I told you the independence ambience, and then I told you the 80s, 90s Bob Marley.
The reason why I'm asking is the first time I experienced something like this from like father to was is it Nat King Cole?
Yes.
And then Natalie Cole.
Okay.
So they had an album. Natalie Cole had an album with the father.
With the father, yes.
And then he kind of makes his voice with all the. And anytime that I see Akwaboah and doing renditions of his daddy's song, always those names pops in my mind. I'm like,
it's like baton changing.
Yeah,
you understand. And it makes it understand the way time moves.
Yeah. And
the way culture moves through time. You understand. And the changes that goes with the movement. You understand. Yeah. So, like we're saying, it makes us understand how the world is moving as well. All right. So now let's get to he himself. How time has brought us come so far. Let's get to him.
All right, so I like the changes and the transitions. I mean, what the grandpa did, and then of course what the father did, and of course the change. But he has held on so well. I mean, the versatility, the utility is there. I mean, he's held on so well because when it comes to the old school, he's there.
When it comes to new school,
he's there as well.
He's there. I mean, you mentioned the word versatility. That guy is very versatile, and versatility is the ability to change and get into whatever that you are doing and make it look real. And this is what we feel this morning, right? You see, he is now getting into what we call cosmopolitanism.
Yeah.
A mixture of cultures. We have the US, what is it? Soul, all right?
Yeah.
And then we have the high life is there, okay? And then there is even a Jamaican touch, okay? So he's able to bottle all of them together and present them to us. And that's, you need only a versatile person to do that. And he does that wonderfully. You see the way Sinner Soul comes in with that ballad approach, you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Highly romantic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Highly romantic.
And again, come to think of it, you realize that to a large extent we're losing our original, authentic high life style. We have only Kofi Kenata and to some extent Akwaboah who are trying to keep the high life rhythm going. Yeah, when somebody say Kwabna and co. But I'm talking about this very young generation. Do you also have the feel that high life is not going to die because of people like Akwaba Jr.?
It depends. It could die if we allow it to die. And
Are we at the verge of dying?
No, it won't die because it's in our blood. At least for this generation, it could be there. But for some governments, especially in the US, for example, the government will make sure that what is ours is what is ours, and we protect it. Yeah. And that is what I'm expecting the Ministry of Culture and whatever to be doing. It's very, very important.
What about natural transition? I mean, as time goes on, when music changes naturally.
No, reggae is still reggae, isn't it? I mean, for all these years.
But then if you listen to reggae of old...
Reggae, we have people in Jamaica University studying it. You have people in SOAS, London, studying it. You have people in my own department. I have a specialist in reggae who is a professor. Now, when you have the intellectualism going with the practice stays. But here, we don't do it that way.
Is it because of the lack of interest or demand?
It's our orientation. Now, we started something like that. It's going down though. Now, Legon has started. And I'm praying that as the intellectual come on board, they will help to maintain some of these cultural heritage.
I hear you.
Yes.
So, what else can you tell us about Akwabwa as we put a wrap on him and wait to see him on stage on the 25th, which of course is 17 days away from now?
I personally would love to see his versatility.
Talking about wanting to see his versatility, yes. He was on stage last year. Yeah. Did you see him perform last year?
I did.
During the Night with the Stars,
yes,
you saw him?
Yes.
Your own thoughts of what he did on stage last year?
No, brilliant. I mean, he was versatile. I loved his stage craft. I loved his stage movement. I love his voice. You know, last year, what amazed me was the instruments. You know how clear. And one thing with modern soundscape is clarity.
Okay.
That is why I didn't come. When we get to Kiddy, I will talk about that.
Okay.
And the sounds, we call it the sounds, the front ones, we call it house home or something like that. Yes, it was very, very clear, and it helps you to see the best of the artist. And definitely, we are bringing the same instrument, isn't it?
Yeah, better.
So it will help them to express themselves better.
And again, one thing I like about live performances like this is the fact that you get to have a different feel. You know, if it's recorded and you're listening to it, I mean, it's something that they stuck to a particular style and then they recorded it. But when it's a live performance, for example, they're on stage.
More dynamics.
Yeah,
relatability. You are able to relate to them personally.
Exactly. That's what I was driving at.
Relatability. You see the person, as we say.
So you can look at the person, maybe he's standing there with the wife or the husband or the girlfriend or sipping on something. You pick it up and talk about, I know what's on later, I'm feeling it gives a different vibe.
That is it. So his facial, his movement, his voice, everything is a complete package. But of course, when it comes to recording, you don't see all these. And
indeed, in this modern era where we have what the people refer to as a smartphone, smartphones can do all manner of things. So imagine you are at the Rotary Park, with that sweet friend or partner of yours. Akwaba is on stage singing some love songs, and you pick up your phone, you turn around, you just take some selfies and stuff like that. You post it on social media. Exciting, beautiful, isn't it?
No, the atmosphere is exciting. It's electrifying, actually. Use that word.
It's going to blow your mind this 25th. We're going to blow your mind away.
Electrifying.
Enough of Akwaba for now. Let's talk about Kiddy. Kiddy's another guy that I love very much. He's got swag. He's got swag.
The ladies man.
Well, how didn't he say that? I think he's got swag.
He even say it.
He's got swag. He's got style.
He's got style, actually.
And when I look at Kiddy now and Kiddy when he was in that, what was the competition cry? Oh, come on. Oh, the competition he featured in, he was singing. Myself, it just escaped me.
Is it? I've
forgotten. He did so well, and that's the competition that brought him to the limelight. Let's talk about Kiddy.
Yeah. After this thing, he went with Lynx. And to me, one of the biggest producer is Richie. I know what I'm talking about. Please take songs from other producers. okay, and then compare it to that of Richie, and you see what I'm talking about. And why I'm saying so is that when it comes to sound construction, we have various forms. We have, but when it comes to the sound we call auditorium, where it gives you spaciousness, and then you allow the sound to come from various parts of the hall. Okay, and that is the modern type of soundscape. And it becomes so clear. Richie's ability to make it very clear, and his ability to bring out the reverb, his ability to mix it with the echo, his ability to manage the loudness level. It's something that is so unique. And so with Kiddy there, Kiddy was able to express himself better. And we will see all these things that we are talking in the song Liquor and other songs. So you let's...
Feel like I be stuck in a maze, looking for the wrong one again, wrong one again. Big girl, I'm searching again. Even though I fuck with your ways, even though your body they craze, no be for me, maybe I'm unlucky again. Nigga, my cup, my love. Pour another one for one nigga. I'ma just call my dealer, my dealer. Nigga, my cup, my healer. Pour another one for one nigga. I'ma just call my dealer, my dealer.
Yo, Stanley, what's that?
The best.
And then
The best dancer.
you,
Yes.
which you me on Facebook to see alive. Now what's out?
Me Nsiah-Asare too.
You know
Break.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Rafa me live on Facebook to see what's out. And yeah, Rafa. In fact, we're going to make sure that he dances on the night on the 25th.
To be interested.
Very, very interesting.
Yes.
Me sexy dancer.
The food is leading on. Oh, the food is leading on. But let's talk about Kiddy. And what genre of music? I mean, what type? Is it I'm a piano?
Yes,
or?
it's you know, the cosmopolitan type of, it's that concept of modernity. So you have piano, you have Afrobeat,
yeah.
and then you have a bit of high life in there. But let's start with the lyrics.
Okay.
The lyrics is saying, liquor, my cup, my healer. Pour another one for my liquor. I must just call my healer. The image, healer, liquor, healer, where you think that it's the liquor. Of course, I'm only explaining what he is trying to say, where you think that the liquor would take off all the problems and then will make you. But of course, we are talking about relatability. You play it where people are drinking, they are dancing, and there is that type of electricity, you understand. And so people relate to this so directly. And as it comes to you, it hits you, you can't help but you have to dance.
Especially when you are actually.
Exactly. And look at the rhythm. He takes his time, and it's like somebody who is boost. If you were following, like that sort of thing, it's as if he is boost. Now, the same cosmopolitanism, in that music, you have English, you have Patois, and then you have Akan. Okay. And of course, at this time that we cherish Nigerian music so much, Afrobeats will have to come in there.
Yeah, so I was asking, you know, the traditional drums and the heavy bass line.
That pam, that's South African.
Yeah,
it's South African. It's amapiano.
I was thinking it's more of, you know, that Fela type of bass line.
No, Fela would not use the auditorium sound. Fela would use the compact sound. And Fela is more interested in his Yoruba rhythm. And the percussion is always the leading aspect. If you have any of his, you can sample it. The bass is just a support. So,
but here the bass is more prominent.
No, here the bass too is support. It's not prominent.
Then let's listen to another song from Kiddy then.
Yes.
And maybe then when we do that, then we can do the kind of comparison we were looking for to do. So let's,
All right.
let's enjoy this one.
Yes.
Sugar daddy, yeah, yeah, dilly dally, yeah. Puff puff pass, my Mary Jane. I'm high on life, wanna meditate. So allow me, make I enjoy life. 'Cause problem not the finish, oh. Every day different wahala. Problem not the finish, oh. I just wanna party every day. I just wanna party every day. So pass me the Dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Pass me the Dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Shut up and bend over. Aye. Let your back do the talking over. So back up and bend over. Let your back do the talking over. Say, I want to chop my life. I want to be happy. I want to dance and party to the rhythm of my body. I just wanna party every day. I just wanna party every day. So pass me the Dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Pass me the Dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Puff puff pass, my Mary Jane.
I thank God the microphone leaked. I thank God the microphone leaked. Am I sure? All the things that I'm happy the microphone leaked. All right, so Leo, in what way can you relate to with this song?
A lot
of ways.
Yeah, a lot.
But for the general,
You see that relatability? You get that? You see, all of us here are relating to it.
No, except me.
So, Leo, how do you relate to it?
Except me, I'm relating with it.
And those who will be calling in, we would like them to express their experience as to how they relate to it. Leo, how do you relate to it?
Yeah, especially when you are like on cloud 9.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah. And this one is playing, automatically your body just moves along with it, and then the ambience is just different.
But again,
this song gives you that vibe.
And
like
of course,
that.
when you listen to this song, it's not the kind of song that you would want to dance to giddy 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 with a lot of energy,
No,
a lot of strength.
because
this one is the one that lays you back a while.
Exactly.
You soak the music in,
Exactly.
and it just moves.
Yeah, you can't
slowly.
even just let yourself go.
It's about love, and love is supposed to be gentle, and so that he picks this mid-tempo to mimic that type of love movement, and that love movement, as we are talking about, is in dancing and how
the twerking,
yeah.
the wriggling of the waist, the
Exactly.
shaking of the waist,
Exactly.
and I like it when
This one is not wriggling, no, it's winding.
No, it's winding, wriggling, twerking, all this thing. I've seen some Ivorians dance to this song.
Yeah.
And what they do with this song will blow your mind.
Yeah.
I've seen some Beninois dance to this song, and again, what they do with the song will blow your mind.
Actually, the
And
Congolese.
well, even the Beninois,
The
I saw some guys.
Congolese.
Well, we haven't seen the
Yes.
Congolese yet,
Yeah.
but again, it tells you that this guy's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh
definitely.
no!
No, in quotes. I'm not saying bad as in bad. I mean,
You
he's
see,
a bad boy.
I was saying that the poet represents the consciousness of the people, and we have bad people, we have good people, and sometimes the poet will also have to speak for the so-called in quotes bad people.
I said bad
But it
in a
doesn't
good way.
make him a bad person.
No.
But I get him.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe he is, maybe he's not.
Yes, but
when
he's speaking the consciousness
he's just expressing
of the.
that.
You understand? Yeah. Yes, that is it. So, and the sensation he brings to it.
Yeah.
Tactile sensation. All right. So that when it comes to love, it's a question of touch. Different types of touch and different types of places that you have to touch.
I'm imagining the kind of dancers he's going to come on the stage with on the 25th. Because like I said a while ago, he's a bad boy himself. He might bring some ladies on stage, who will be wearing some stuff to do some twerking and movement of the
that will make me
waist
happy.
down. Huh?
That will make me happy.
You happy?
Yes.
We'll be an idiot. Let's enjoy one more song from Kitty.
And that song itself is enjoyment.
Enjoyment. I go kill you with sugar daddy. Oh Lord of mercy. Oh my. I want to see you shaky for daddy. Yeah. Sing for you like do-re-mi. Give you loving bokobi. Oh baby. Nemo paname yo. Wakuma suadio. Enu kwanami po mi di enti ode. Nemo paname yo. Whenever feeling back yo. Yeah. All day I no go play with your love. Oh darling, you give me joy. Nobody did like you, my lover. You give me.
You know what? I want to activate the phone lines right now. I'm going to do one simple thing. I have only one ticket I want to give out. But if you call me, tell me your favorite song, either from Kitty or from Akoba Jr.
And how it relates.
And how you relate to the song. But you would also have to convince me. Convince me before I give you that ticket. If I'm not convinced, don't call me that me as I'm. No. If I'm convinced, I'll give you the ticket. If I don't sound convinced by what you tell me, I'll not give the ticket out. All right? But I have one ticket. I just want to give out that ticket. Last year I gave about 4 tickets out, or say 5 tickets out last year. Today it's a Friday, the 8th of December. I just want to give one ticket out. 03220 83596, 03220 83597, 03220 83598. You can call us right now. Just tell us about Kiddy. Tell us about Akoba Jr. Their songs you like, how you relate to the song, and if you don't mind convincing me for a ticket, if you succeed, I'll give you a ticket. Last year I gave out 5 tickets. I don't know how many tickets I'm going to give out this year, but starting this morning, I've got 1 ticket to go. 03220 83596, 03220 83597, 03220 83598. So if you listen to Kitty, for example, the first 2 songs we played, you might think that he's a laid-back kind of a person because, like I said, he's a bad boy, ladies man. So he would like to sing the kind of songs that will be quite slow, kind of R&B, to be able to get the women, tagging along. But if you listen to this enjoyment song, a bit of fast-paced in there, it tells you again about a story, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and this shows his lyrical power. Very, very powerful. Sing it for you like Doremi. Giving love like Mokobi. Oh, baby. Makuma. So adio. You see the kind of repetitions, and you see the echo. The echo and the rhyming and all that. You see, it makes it sound.
Let's go on the phone.
Yes.
We'll come shortly. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, David Akwete, how are you, sir?
Shepherd to you, Christoph. How are you doing?
The Lord is my shepherd. I want to commend your resource personnel this morning for the information. David, it's sad that some of us, because of the kind of work we do, we won't be able to come. But I'll suggest that music as a food to the soul. I love music, especially the gospel music and the high lifestyle. David, when you are sad, you listen to music. When you are happy, you listen to music. I want to make that maybe going forward, subsequent times to come, programs like this, a gospel artist who will herald or who will serve as a team raiser for the Kojuanchis, the Aquaboas, and so that at least we can pass through the gospel. Then after that, we can move on so that the others also join. So that at least you create an even playing field for all of us.
I hear you, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
And thank you. As for the gospel, I will make sure that they come out with the gospel. Yes.
but again, we have a gospel show. We have a gospel show. Only last year we didn't do it, and this year I don't think there are plans to do. But Nsiah has it on. I mean, Nsiah does most of these things. But well noted. 03220835968359783598. We're talking about Akwaba Junior. We've talked about Kiddy. Who do you like best? Which song do you enjoy most from them? And what does it do to you? How do you relate to the songs? So is there one more song from Akwaba? Kiddy we can play. I just want
Kiddy, Odo.
Yeah,
but before that, can I say I disagree with Christoph? Because if we are having a gospel show, can I also call and say, let's bring one secular artist to come and do a curtain raiser? I mean, if it's a gospel show, it's a gospel show. If it's
no, but the point is, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to really engage in it, because if you say because of the job you do, you cannot be that way, or your orientation. If let's say we have one gospel artist or two gospel artists, is it to say that once they are done, they have left, you leave?
Then you leave,
because then the secular songs will play.
I think what he's calling for is another big occasion like this. A big platform for
gospel artists.
Yeah. That one I agree. Totally agree.
We did one at Bantama. There was this place at Bantama, this big. Oh, come on, I've forgotten the name of the venue. We had one gospel show there. It was beautiful. That was 3 years or so ago. Bantama Pentecost, yes, Bantama Pentecost. That's what happened there. So we have it in line. Don't worry. But who's on going 31st night?
Yeah.
Let's enjoy this one, Odo.
See me, I no get 30 billion. Oh no, yeah, way. But I got so much love to give you. I got so much love to give you. Oh na 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 na. I bless the day I found you. Oh, let's go. Oh Lord of mercy. Oh, don't see me who I am, yes, yo.
All right, so that's another one from Kiddy Odo, and Leo was talking about he's sampling a particular song and all that. Yeah, no, yeah, because we 25th night.
Oh, I mean,
you didn't pray, no. This year has been fast. This year has been, stressful.
With a lot of blessing.
Has been difficult for some.
With a lot of blessing.
Yeah. So,
and I think we have to praise God.
Oh yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, so so next week we'll be profiling some more. Yeah. I think we'll be doing Kim Promise next week.
Okay.
We'll do Kim Promise next week, and do another. I don't know which person we're going to add, but the final one will be between Kojo Ntwi himself and then Kofi Kinata. Yeah. But again, I was going to say something about Charlie. And I like that. But what would you want to say to people? I mean, some of them, they haven't been out in a very, very long time. It's been work. Even at home, they are not able to communicate well.
Were you trying to sing Rihanna's song?
Say again?
Were you trying to sing Rihanna's song?
Which of the songs is
work.
So they've done a lot of work.
No, come and relate. Yeah. You relate to something that will lift up your soul. You understand? It's important. That's why the whites like holidays and stuff like that. Yeah. So you keep on working, and
go to Broadway and all these things. Yeah.
So at least once in a while, come relate to something that will really give you that type of enjoyment, lift you out from the problems.
And again, one thing I want us to start doing is the fact that people in Accra see the people of Kumasi to some extent as people who are not really into some of these events or programs. But over the years, we've proved the people of Accra wrong. Because if you look at the number of people who step out, to go have fun and all that, it tells you that, Charlie, what the perception is in Accra about people of Kumasi it's not what it is. So let's break it again this time around.
Especially last year.
Yeah, it was crazy. But hey, last year, let me tell you my story.
It was big. Do
you know they started the show around 8? At the time I was coming back to work, Samini was the one performing.
Oh, then it was very late.
It was morning, man. It was like 4:35. Yeah. Somebody was performing. I'm like, what? And people were there in large numbers. Soaking in it. So I was like, you were there from 8. You were there from 8. You have enjoyed yourself. This year is going to be times 3. I tell you, this year is going to be times 3. It's going to be times 3. So, Doc, this year you're going to be there as well?
Yeah.
You'll be there, huh?
Yeah.
This time, I need to see you dance. I'll stand by you.
No, as for dancing, I've always told you.
Oh, that's the first time to
Me,
ever
I'm
think.
not a good dancer. I'm not like you. What you say is a good dancer.
What is dancing? That is a movement of your body to the beat.
But some are more pleasurable, some are more pleasant. Mine is not pleasant. Don't try.
No, all the man have fun.
If you want to laugh, then you push me.
Laughter is also good. But listeners, you know what? If you come to the front desk of Love 99.5, go to Poku Trading Supermarket, and the Total Filling Station, you can get tickets to buy. Get your tickets right now. Prepare yourself. Come have fun on the 25th at the Rattree Park. It's going to be a beautiful night, and we're going to enjoy the night together. Dr. Peter Arthur, as always, we're grateful to you. Next week, let's do Kim Promise, who also has some big bangers, huh?
Yeah.
There's some big bangers.
Yeah,
and then we'll see how we roll it out.
Actually, he's now a man of the moment.
Yeah. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. All right, so Leo Stanley will be going for a short break, and then we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7. The conversation on Joy 99.7 this morning is the Christmas is here. Do you have your Christmas money already? If you don't, where are you going to get it from?
Prayers and vibes.
Listen, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they also undertake, maintain, and of course repair all kinds of diesel engine generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators, and also do generator rentals as well. All right, that's some great, amazing information. Now you can find them here in Kumasi at the TAT yard of the Mayanka Road. That's at Asokwa. In Accra, they are the head office is at number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. Just call them on 0243 480334 or call them on 0544 340589, and they would attend to your needs for you. Well, what is your preferred color of tank? Well, Syntex has it. What guarantee do you want? Again, Syntex has it. What kind of inner layer, do you want? Is it double, triple, quadruple? Well, as many inner layers as possible. Syntex has it too. So remember, no matter what your water needs are, Syntex has you covered. Syntex tank, you're stronger, you're tough. They have over 300 agents nationwide, and to order a tank, you need to call 0244 335168. You can also visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, you're strong, you're tough. Now, have you ever been to Lagos, Nigeria before? If maybe you want to treat yourself to something special this December, let me tell you about African World Airlines that is thrilled to celebrate 10 years of customer loyalty on their Lagos route. And so to join in their celebrating this milestone, they want you to seize the opportunity to book your tickets to Lagos for as low as $164. It's a one-way ticket with all taxes included. And so head to their website or download their mobile app to secure your seats now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Thank you for continually choosing African World Airlines for all your travel needs. Listen, African World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. Now, you want to go study abroad from 2024 in January? Now, if you're looking for an opportunity to study abroad and you're facing challenges in your visa applications for the international school admissions and maybe general travels, Astrolinks International provides advisory on overseas education, general travel, and immigration issues. Now, they have specialized in countries such as Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. They also offer professional advice on general travel and tours. Located at Astrolinks International at 4A Popo Street, that's in East Legon, adjacent Melcom in Accra. And then here in Kumasi at the Kumasi City Mall, the basement, and Liberation Road, that's in Takrady. Call them on 0550-199-991 and visit their website www.astrolinks.net. All right, so we've got some more messages for you, after which we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 for the Super Morning Show. Thanks for listening, but stay with us.